Hey, you. Yes. I'm talking to you. Alright, look, guys. I know what you're thinking. You've become bored of your island. You've got a bad case of the Animal Crossing burnout. Look, I getcha. I'm right here with ya. I've had my Animal Crossing island since I first started my save file on March 20th, 2020, or day one of the pandemic. Personally, I'm ready for a change of scenery, and I'm finally going to let go of this save file to start anew with a whole new batch of villagers and theme. You could say it's a new horizon. But seriously, if you're anything like me, and if you're watching this channel, you probably are, I have a very hard time letting things go. I mean, it's the reason why I've had this save file for 2 years. And despite how hard it is, I think it's time that I moved on to my next island. If you're in the same boat as me and planning on deleting your Animal Crossing island, here are 6 things you should absolutely do before hitting that delete button. Number 1. Bid farewell to your villagers. It's a kind of obvious one, but I think this goes without saying that you definitely want to take a stroll around your island and say one last goodbye to all of your dreamies. Although it might be tempting to keep your save file after a very cute conversation with Zucker, don't give in. You can definitely delete your save file. I believe in you. You have the resilience to go through with it. Or if you decide you don't want to, this is a great way of finding out if you actually want to keep your save file or not. Number 2. Bulletin board memories. Did you guys know that once you upload your dream address to the Dream Suite, all of your bulletin board messages will also stay on your dream address? Once I found this out, I knew I had to invite some of my friends over. I think this is a super unique and fun way to commemorate your island and also have your friends be part of the send-off celebration. 3. Take screenshots of everything, and I mean everything. Now, some might call it a problem. I call it proper archiving. Whether it be a pic with your absolute favorite villager, or a build that you really enjoyed making, I think it's super important to have photos that you can look back on whenever you're feeling like you're missing your island. Number 4. Happy Home Paradise. At least for me personally, when I think about my island being gone, that also of course means your villagers going away too. And I think building a vacation home, especially for your favorite villagers, can definitely, I think, bring some closure and give you peace that they'll be happy on their vacation homes. Does that make sense? Or am I just... is this just how my brain works? Because I don't know. It's silly, I know. I just think it's really wholesome, and it just makes me happy to know that they'll be okay on their vacation homes and will have fun and do fun things with their other island friends, go to all of the KK concerts. It's silly, but I think it really just makes me feel a teensy bit better about getting rid of my island. Number 5, using a friend's island to store any of your valuables. Now, this will only work if you have the Nintendo Online subscription, so I'm sorry if you don't, but my next tip on this list will cover for people who don't have the online. But if you do have online, I think you definitely should consider leaving any items that you want to bring to your next island. If you're really worried about the early game grind, I think it's definitely important to bring bells, resources, especially all that wood and iron for Timmy and Tommy's shop. You know how hard that quest is. But yeah, anything from DIY items to all the bells, the Nook Miles tickets. If you have a friend that is willing to let you dump all of your stuff on their beach, please take it. I know it might sound like a hassle to have to go back and forth to your island a bunch of times. I know it was very annoying when I did it, but it is a lot less grindy than trying to find all the furniture you want for your island to decorate with, all the Nook Miles tickets to grind. It will be a lot less hassle for you, I promise. Number 6, record a copy of your current island. So I think this would apply to anybody who either doesn't have access to uploading dream addresses, or doesn't have capture card software, or it might be as simple as they want to just flatten the island versus actually deleting it. Back 2 years ago when I first started this island, I really wish that I had kept the other versions of this island. So even if you don't have any of the fancy capture card software or a subscription to upload your dream address, you can simply just take a video on your phone of you going through your island. And I actually did this for my Fairy Court island because at the time I didn't want to just delete my island and I wanted to flatten instead. And so I just took a little video, and it was kind of silly, and I had my boyfriend stand behind me doing this, and it was obviously very silly. But it was a good way of, saving that memory, and I can look back on it now. A total side note, but I really want to react to this island, so if you are interested at all in seeing a Fairy Core Island reaction tour, leave me a comment down below. Lastly, I'm going to share just a few quick hit tips that didn't, I think, deserve its own section of the video. Just some super rapid quick things that I think either might help you on your next island or just might give you closure for your current island. These are the bonus tips. Let's get into it. Write letters to your besties. Let them know how much you care for them. I always forget you can send postcards in this game, but it's really cute and really wholesome, so I recommend doing this, honestly. Use any materials you have left over to craft recipes now, especially the really hard to get DIYs like all the mush items, the Celeste items. You're going to want to just use up all your resources on your current island, and if you have the means to, bring those items to your friend's island. Invite villagers for coffee. Yeah, I have to admit, I also forgot you could totally do this in the game. I just don't visit the museum very often, and I can't be the only one who doesn't get coffee like every day. But yeah, I just thought this was a really cute way to kind of spend time with your villagers. So yeah, if you happen to have an amiibo for that dreamy of yours, I would totally recommend you inviting them to coffee. If you're gonna delete your island, consider this like one last meal with them. And yeah, that's gonna do it for my tips today. I hope this video helped you a little bit if you were on the fence of deleting your island or you wanted to figure out what you should do before you delete your island. I know personally I really enjoyed doing a lot of these tips, especially making the vacation home for Fred and having coffee with a toile. So yeah, take my tips with what you will, and if you decide to do any of them, I would love to hear your guys' take on them. When this video comes out, this island you're watching right now will be gone. Worry not, I will have a new video later this week all about the restart. All be about my new island, the new theme, the new villagers, the name of the island. That'll all be up later this week. But if you don't feel like waiting, I live stream my entire restart live on Twitch, and you can find that in the link down below. But yeah, that'll do it. My name is Sapphire. I appreciate you guys watching so very much. I hope you all have a wonderful day now. Bye!